George Washington was suspended from high school.
See me, I'm sitting low on 40 When you see me, I'm getting dope on 40 on 40 on 40
Forge Audio Podcast. Just about. Let's fucking get it, baby. I'm Styles the Prophet.
I'm B Show.
And I'm Jonesy.
Together with the Basement Weirdos. This is the Forge Audio Podcast, episode 207. I missed something for last episode 206. The Peugeot 206 is a fine European automobile. I think it's from France. Any motherfucking way. Tonight, actually, it's a fucking big one. Big dude in the city making moves noise, for the city. We got KGJ in the building, man. How you doing, man?
I'm chilling. How you guys doing?
Pretty good, man. Friday, so it's good, man.
Yeah, finally.
I guess it's pretty good for you. Fucking weekend starts. You got a show tomorrow and shit
exactly.
too. Yeah,
it's gonna be a lit weekend. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, man.
It's your first headlining show too.
Exactly. Yeah, first headlining show. It's like a big deal for me.
That's huge, man.
And in your hometown and shit too. That's good.
Exactly. What a better place to do your first headlining.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
And where's that at?
It's gonna be on 349 Dalhousie.
October 10th. 349 Dalhousie.
September. Sorry.
December.
October.
December. What did I say? October?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
You went back a month.
Even I said it wrong.
Yeah. December 10th, man.
Yeah.
And who else is performing there?
We have like some good artists. We got King H509, we got TKMN, Sleepy 13, and Nilla 100. He's like a guy who's coming up like and stuff. So
I think I saw him at one of the Jeff Jones events or whatever.
Okay.
Mr. Jones, yeah.
Some good talents.
All the artists are from the city.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, King H509 is from Haiti, and we have one actually from Montreal.
Okay.
And King H509's like originally from Haiti, but he moved like here, and he's been making a lot of moves in this city. So pretty much like an Ottawa guy.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man, yeah.
Part of the scene.
Let's take it back though a little bit. Where are you from? Like, were you born in Ottawa?
Yeah, I was born in Ottawa.
Okay, so you've been like, so you're a native here then. Yeah.
Exactly.
Sick, man. Fucking right. How long you been doing music? I know your father has been doing music for a minute.
Yeah.
So that was a big influence for you.
Exactly, it was a big influence. I've been doing music for a while. So I've been like singing all around the house since like 3. My dad would tell me that all the time, right?
Yeah.
And then I recorded my first song at 7 years old.
Jesus.
Right? Because you see him doing it, so I wanted to do it too. Give it a shot, right? So he helped me with like a little verse, and then I dropped like my first ever verse.
It was a rap song though?
Yeah, it was a rap song. It was called Baller Squad Anthem. It's still out there.
Is it out there too?
Yeah. It's called, and it's on Reverb Nation. It was like the SoundCloud back in the day.
Yeah.
But I'd say like the more professional stuff was like 2017, 2018 is when I'm like, okay, I was more in the professional route of it.
Okay.
Before it was like, I didn't know if this was what I wanted to. I knew deep down it's what I wanted to do, but everybody has doubts, especially being, I was super young, like 14, like deciding like, is this what I want to do for the rest of my life type thing. And,
what was that like, making a big decision like that,
it's pretty big, right? Especially because actually I had like my mom who's she's Lebanese, right?
Okay.
So she gonna be about like, no, you got to do this in school and this in school. So it's like everybody who has that experience, like they know that it's tough to have to break it to like
your loved ones.
Yeah, to like I'm not going
that route
to school. Like I have like a different dream, and in a way, like I take it in a specific way, right? Like, so you spend, right, like 4 to maybe like, I don't know how some do 6 years in school learning something to do a job, right?
Yeah.
So then let's say I started my school of trying to make it in music in like 2018, right? So I'm going throughout my years figuring out like different ways to push myself and all that. So in a way I take it as like I'm still learning too, just like the thing, and then I'm gonna have my job, which is gonna be the music, just like they're gonna have their job. It's just your perspective. You feel me?
That's true. That's that's a good outlook. I was even gonna say that like making a decision like that is putting a lot into your faith in yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
But even when you word it like that, like it sounds like you got that faith in yourself. You know?
But
I'm
lucky though. I have my dad is like also a manager, like helping me out with everything. He has way more experience than me, so I already did kind of have like a step I could hop on before I started, but
Yeah, you're a little bit ahead.
Yeah,
But, you know,
yeah,
I mean, that's what it takes, though, right?
Yeah. had the,
it's a
like,
blessing.
Is
You
having
had the
your foot in
insider
door.
information.
Yeah.
Early inside.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. And actually, I did see a thing where you mentioned the song at 7 years old, and I was like, man, I'm gonna ask if I can find that somewhere. So it's on.
Yeah.
What is it? Reverb Nation.
Yeah,
So,
Reverb
yeah,
Nation.
that shows too to me that you've definitely been doing it for a long time. Because like Reverb Nation, I
Yeah.
remember like, man, I'm talking like, fuck, 15 to maybe 18 years ago.
Yo.
Yeah.
My brother had a band, and like that's where their music was on Reverb Nation, and
Yeah,
that was like
it's
the
the
thing.
classic.
Like people were using that at the time, you know. So that tells me like, yo, you've been around it for a minute. Like,
Yeah, that's the proof right
Yeah.
there.
yeah, shit, man.
Date
That's
on
like,
it and everything.
it's like being like, yo, I got a MySpace account, or I had a MySpace account. It's like, oh shit,
No,
man.
I never had a MySpace.
Oh yeah, not that far back, shit, man. And then I see like you moved quite a bit through North America. Like you were in Miami not long ago. I think I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
some shit in Los Angeles maybe too.
Yeah, always like trying to travel, make moves, try to like meet different people, all this, you know, and we always put all the effort we can to like push ourselves forward, and you know what I mean? Like that's what it takes, especially being independent artists and all that.
Yeah.
Like it takes a lot of work, so and yeah, that's basically it. Like we invest, we're not afraid to invest in ourselves, you know?
Yeah, true. Yeah, well, and I see that now, that even like what you said earlier about like, you know, people going to school. It's like, yo, I'm going to school right now. You know?
Yeah.
But that's smart too, though. And like, so a lot of that you're doing, it's like networking. It's not just like vacation shit.
Yeah,
You're actually working out
it's
there and
not
shit.
vacation. Like I mean, like we have like 1 or 2 days. Like we're gonna
Yeah.
go like experience the life down there. We're not gonna like go like okay, it's only, or otherwise like that could cause like some like, you know, like
for sure.
stress
For
and
sure,
stuff. You
yeah.
know,
Especially
so like
too, go to a place like fucking like Miami or something, or
Yeah.
like fucking LA, and then not look at anything else.
Exactly,
like, just go to the
Yeah,
studio and shit. Yeah.
like I'd say like the first time we went, it was like okay, we had more in the break days, but like I feel like I've experienced a good amount of like those things. So like we both mostly go now more for the business, but yeah, we have like the one-off day where like okay, Miami, we go like Miami Beach, Bayside, like those areas, right?
Yeah.
To like
Just enjoy yourself.
exactly, because
Yeah.
like, being in like Ottawa, you don't get that every day.
Yeah,
It's
of
cold as
course.
hell right now,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Shit, man. How old are you? You old enough to go to the club?
Yeah. I'm
Oh, yeah?
22 now. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. You go to
Damn.
the club in Miami and shit.
No, I'm not really a clubbing. I'm a
No?
a
Yeah.
homebody kind of guy.
Yeah. Well, at the same time too, it's distractions, right?
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Like if we have like a very important day the next day, and I'm like drunk, I don't drink, but like let's say I was to drink,
Yeah.
and then the next day I'm all hungover. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to focus on like
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
everything
it's
the next
production
day.
It's a
is
bit of
at
a
a
wasted
low.
experience,
Yeah.
kind of too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Exactly.
Waste a day.
Fucking. But at the same time too, like that makes me think too of like when you were saying you're making this decision at 14, like you would have had to make. Or you would have had, when you made that decision, you would have had to known that you were gonna make a lot of sacrifices, and like maybe, you know, not be able to go to the fucking dance or the fucking whatever, you know what I mean? And like,
True.
did you was that something that going through your head whenever you're making the decision? Like, I gotta like kind of focus on just me.
Well, I'm being completely honest. Like I said, I'm not really a go outside kind of person.
Oh, true, yeah.
I'm like pretty much like a homebody, right? Like I got like my own studio, right? Which is like in my dad's crib. I got my little setup, right? And then it's like I'm always just focused on my music in the house, or if I'm doing research on different ways to push myself as an artist. So it's like, in the end of the day, even though like I knew like my dad prepared me for that, like, you know what I mean? Like he told me like this line that Drake said, and it was like an inspirational kind of line. It's like, while you guys were partying in the club, I was making the music that you were partying to, or some line around the lines of that. And I'm like, that was hard, like, you know. So like I want to reach that level where it's like, you know, I can say that like, yeah, you know, like when you guys were partying, I was making the music that you were partying to, you know. So like that's why those little things. And then plus, I'm like I said, I'm not even an outside person kind of guy to begin with, so like it's not that bad, you know.
Yeah. No, that's true. And I guess I was gonna say you got to sacrifice who you are today for who you want to be tomorrow. But I guess it wasn't even that big of a sacrifice for you if you're not doing that type of shit, anyways. You know. And then at the same time too, I imagine like you obviously keep like a team around you, like you have your homies and shit, right? So it's not like you pushed everyone away for it, you know, like.
Realistic, like my team is very small. It's basically like when it comes to like business team, it's pretty much just like, you know, me and my manager, dad, right? And then like there's obviously like we have like the couple other people, we have like affiliates, right? But since the jump, it's always been the father son team, right? You know, so yeah.
Yeah. Also, too, tell me, you guys got Connected Era.
Yeah, Connected Era, man. That's like the brand. Like
Is that a thing you guys made together, or is it?
it's actually some like he made like I think it was 2014. Yeah, 2014. Around the time of making the decision, right?
Yeah.
So like a little funny story. Like when he made that, like what we used to do was we'd go to like different places. I didn't go to the first one, but he went to like Miami, right? Was giving like, you know, free shirts and basically being like, yo, taking videos of people saying like, oh, look out for Connected Era, like early day promotion. And then the second time he did it was in New York, and then I was helping him with that, right? So like we started like promoting Connected Era together, even though it's his brand. Like if I'm doing something, he's gonna be pushing me, helping me do. If he's doing something, I'm gonna do the same, right?
Yeah.
Like we've always been like a team together, right? Even though like Connected Era wasn't specifically my thing,
Yeah.
like it's like, even though it more turned to like our thing now, right? Because I feel like I could be like nowadays when it comes to Connected Era, like I can be like a brand ambassador kind of thing to it,
Yeah.
right? And then like there's gonna be like probably like in the future, you know, maybe some exclusive information. I have my own line within the Connected Era, depending on
True.
you know how
yeah.
things go. So yeah, it's
Well,
all these hustles we're doing, you know.
they even say too, like to like support your friends and family's businesses like they're your own.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like same type of shit. I don't know if you guys want any of this.
Oh no, I'm fine, thank you.
No, just checking, man. Just checking. I just didn't want to be rude, you know.
No, you're good. You're good.
So, okay, so yeah, so then that's more like Pop's thing. But you obviously fucking rock the shit out of it. I see.
Yeah, you gotta, you
Yeah.
know, like you gotta rock your own things to promote it, right? Like that's how you make it
Believe
cool.
in the brand.
Where can we
man.
get
That's
it?
You gotta sell your brand.
If you hit up like the Connected Era Instagram,
Okay.
like they're very like work with the person to get what they want.
Oh,
That's why it's
sick.
like it's like a connection,
Oh,
you know. So like
okay.
you can even customize the heck out of your own Connected Era fit. So like you hit up the Instagram,
Sick.
you say what you want, right?
Yeah.
They'll make it happen. Like eventually there probably will be more website thing in the future, but right now,
Yeah.
like it's really connected. And even when we do get that, we're still gonna want to make sure you feel that connection within the person.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that, like you don't feel like it's just ordering a shirt from somewhere. It's like, oh no, yeah, I'm connected now. You know,
Yeah, it's
that's
like
the whole.
more like intimate or like
Exactly.
personal,
Yeah.
personal or
you
whatever.
feel that
like-
connection, literally. Yeah.
I like that because then it's like you know, like because if you don't go to the store and buy shit, you're buying it online. It is very like disconnected, you know. Like you
Yeah.
just click on that
Yeah.
thing and you buy the thing. But with that, it almost sounds like you're offering that like in-store customer service, but like
Yeah,
online.
exactly.
Still, you know?
You know.
I like that. But that's Connected Era on Instagram. Connected with a K, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 2K. Two C's are the K's. Yeah.
2C. Oh, it's 2 C's.
Connected. So like
Connect.
the both of them are like K's.
Oh,
Connected.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Shit, man. So what's it been like coming up in the city? You find sorry. Let me preface this with, well, I've had a few people say like they found it hard in the city coming up, like
Mhm.
maybe like gatekeepers or like just like people hating or like whatever. Did you find it like kind of difficult coming up?
Like I got this question. Yes, it's what I say when it comes to coming up in Ottawa. It is a challenge, right?
Yeah.
But in the end of the day, even though it's a harder challenge, it makes you stronger as an individual.
No doubt.
And
yeah.
also, secondly, if you say like, "Yo, I made it out of like Ottawa," that's a status.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
That's
yeah.
a status. Like, "Yo, I made it out of Ottawa," and then like, especially someone who's in Ottawa, they're like, "Yo, he made it out of Ottawa." Like, they know.
That's
like, yeah,
true.
Ottawa's not the easiest place to make it out of. We only have like a couple who are doing like big things. Like we obviously have Belly.
Yeah. Shut up,
Right?
belly. Yeah, man.
And he's like doing like big things with like in the States, right?
Yeah.
We have Knight Lavelle,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Shout out
then
Knight Lavelle.
is he bigger in like I think Europe or something? I if I get it fully correctly,
I'm not sure.
he's
Yeah,
more worldwide guy, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
But like yeah, when it seems like when our guys like get like big, like they do like really like good things because they're tough because it's not easy to make it out of here, you know.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. It's like they build up that fucking speed or momentum.
Oh
and
yeah,
then
there's
burst out of the
Dax
thing.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dax.
true,
came,
true.
There's
Yeah.
Dax as well. Yeah,
Dax.
he's and his fans are like die hard, you know.
Yeah, he was just here the other night.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, the show was packed.
That's right, Wednesday night or
yeah,
something.
That's I knew, and I know his fans go crazy.
Yeah. Actually, man, I didn't even know who he was, and then I mean, like, this was years ago now. But whenever I first heard of him, like, I just was like, oh, is this Dax guy? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Heard of him so much, and then it was like people like, oh, he's from Ottawa. I'm like, what? Shit, holy shit.
Yeah, there's sometimes where you see the artist and you're like, oh damn, and you don't even know they were originally from Ottawa.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, I definitely have heard it. Like, it can be difficult coming up, but I like your outlook on it because it's like even two people just in life in general, stuff happens, and it's like, oh man, like my life's been so tough. It's like, well, actually, like maybe that's supposed to like get you through something, or like
Exactly.
like that you have the strength to get through like life. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like even that, like you said, it's like that you're stronger for being able to like come out of that.
Yeah.
And then also too, it's a respect thing, because even where we're from, like it's Renfrew in the valley.
Oh yeah. I
And
know, yeah.
so there's like it's hockey. There's a lot of hockey there, right? We have we had one of the best like arenas in the area for minor hockey and stuff. But it's very hockey place, right? So a lot of my friends, they actually went and played like in the States, and they played like good hockey and stuff. And my one buddy said, he goes, yeah man, he's like, I went and I was sitting in a room with these guys, and they're like, oh yeah, cool, like where are you from? And he's like, oh, I played hockey in Renfrew or whatever. And they're like, oh, you're from the jungle? Oh, you're from the jungle? Because they say like because it's all like, it's like farm boys and shit, right? So they're all tough and whatever, right? And so they call it the jungle because it's like a hardcore fucking league or whatever, you know? So they earn this respect. So then like he told me that, and I was like, yo man, like crazy, yeah. But then I hear like other people telling me the same shit, and they're like, oh yeah, the jungle. And I'm like, what the fuck? But it's that respect. They're like, oh, you can't, like, oh man, so you're tough motherfucker if you made it to here, you know? Like,
yeah, coming out of Renfrew is crazy though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, man.
you ever been there?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
have been to the Rocky Mountain, like it's like a
shit.
schnitzel spot.
Yeah, man, yeah, that's the fucking
Totally.
joint. My brother used to work there whenever we were kids.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there a couple times.
Oh yeah, that's home, man.
As if, yeah, it's fucking, but yeah, it's little.
So do you think that there's like a certain level that you can only reach in Ottawa, and then you'd have to, move to LA or New York to get even bigger, or
That's a good
do
question.
you think you can reach that level within the city?
That's a very good question. It depends on how you want to take the question, right? So it's like, if you're saying like you're strictly staying in Ottawa and not traveling, then
Right.
I feel like if you're doing that anywhere, you'll put yourself in a box.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But like obviously, like when you're coming up, like you might have to travel different places. Let's say you're doing a feature with someone else from a different city, right?
Yeah.
You might have to travel there
Yeah,
to go do
show
the
it.
feature, and like you're not gonna be like, no, you have to come to me.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
true.
gotta go travel
Get
out
out
there,
there.
get
Yeah,
your
you-
connections, because like I said, it's hard to come out of Ottawa. You have to like venture in different areas to pick up connections most of the time, because maybe there's not too many connections in the city.
Yeah.
But then like you definitely have to travel in order to like heighten up your connections and be able to push yourself more. But at the same time, you actually don't at the same time have to travel, because you can just get a hit song like just from recording in your basement, you
Yeah.
know, pushing, how many hit songs have came out just like people just recording on a little setup.
Oh yeah.
Have the
Yeah,
little
man.
focus right there, just mic in, USB mic, just
Yeah.
doing that, and then like songs just blow up like on now TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah,
right?
Tiax did that, right? Like he's from Ottawa,
True,
right?
true,
And now
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
like he's like doing all
Yeah,
kinds of
shout out
big
Tiago,
shows
man.
and shit.
Thinking of him.
Tiago, like
Yeah.
see all these guys TikTok, and then these are like songs that are getting hundreds of millions of streams, and then songs that can chart just from being there. So like it just depends on the which way you want to come up. So yeah, you can be just in your one spot, but then you're eventually gonna have to travel. But you get worldwide, you're gonna have to do
Yeah.
your shows outside,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Even like Lil Xan, man, he was a photographer.
Mhm.
Someone stole his camera at a show, and he was just like broke and pissed off, whatever.
Mhm.
And he knew a guy that would make a song for $20. He went there, made a song. The next day, he was fucking like million views or whatever. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like just blew the fuck up.
Well, shout out to Cole Bennett though. Like Cole Bennett definitely like pushed like his wave.
yeah.
Definitely helped it up. And I feel like there was like a thing when it comes to Lil Xan, there was like you see the name, you see the face tats, and you might be looking at that expecting some like mumble rap thing. You're like, oh, and especially around the time that Lil Xan was
Yeah.
coming out, there was the whole mumble rap hate movement
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So, and then you click on it and he's like, Oh, he's not. And then I feel like that also helped him like push things forward.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
true,
Cole
true.
Bennett. Cole Bennett was
Yeah.
like a big part of like, he's the goat.
That's true.
He's the goat for that.
Yeah. That's the lyrical lemonade, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But no, and then like you said though, back to the question thing though, it does depend how you look at it. Like yeah, like if you're talking about just staying in your city, you're almost kind of like banking on like having that hit that pulls you out, you know.
Right.
But you kind of have to do travel. But even too though, on that same kind of note, like, do you feel like even like maybe you might have to make a move somewhere and like, you know what I mean, try and
to
bring
move specifically.
like try and get like a following, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm sure like I shouldn't say it's easy, but you can reach so many people on the internet. But like to actually get like some of these people in the States, like I fucking never heard of them, but you see their shows, there's like 10,000 people at them and they're headlining a show or whatever, and it's like, what the fuck? To kind of like grow your following more that way, like intimately with them.
That makes sense. Yeah, like it's so on like the question terms, you don't have to, but it will definitely make things easier. Let's say you move to LA, right?
Yeah.
And then you go to like different places that big people are be at a lot, right? Big artists be in LA, you could and Miami too, Khaled, like you could just be like outside and just like be going jet skiing, and then you just happen,
Yeah.
like you maybe
run
just
into
paid
somebody.
like $20-$50 to go like rent out quick jet ski ride for an hour, then you just see Khaled there, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh hey, so like obviously the opportunities are quote unquote easier to get down there, so like that's why people move. But it's like I'd say if you're not 100% certain on if you're gonna do it or not, I wouldn't say do the move unless like this is
That's
what you
it.
really want to do, because it's
Yeah.
cost of living in LA is like crazy,
Oh, for
right?
sure.
So
Yeah, no
Well, you
doubt.
also really too, you kind of
It's a
gotta
huge step.
got to you really have to like grow your following locally.
Yeah, you gotta do
Exactly.
Before that anyways, so like you would have to really kind of outgrow this area to actually be able to make that decision. I feel, you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy, man. You were at Cranium Fest too,
Yeah,
right?
it was
Yeah,
like
right.
Cranium.
Yeah.
Day 2.
Was
Day
it
2?
Yeah, day 2, yeah.
were you the last performer?
No, I was
I
like
don't remember. I don't know. We might have missed you actually. I forget.
third last, maybe.
Okay. Was that the night FTG Reggie performed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, we
yeah.
got
We
there
came
right
in
as
just
Reggie was
halfway through his
finishing up.
set, so we would have missed
Okay,
you.
yeah.
Wait, did you come out later? Did
I
they-
came before.
But did they
them.
bring you out for a song later?
No.
No,
that
maybe it
that
was
was
somebody else.
someone else. Yeah.
No, okay. No, I just remember. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we would have missed your set then. But what's that like? Like, did they come to you about that?
Yeah. They like they hit up like my team, right, and then we made the deal like to get it to do it. Like shout out them, right? It's always nice to see the city like doing things, right? Because
Yeah.
this notorious like, there's nothing to do in Ottawa. Ottawa's
Yeah,
boring,
yeah.
all that, right? So, and I always say the same thing. It's like, okay, the only way to make it not, if it's the case, is to do things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you see someone doing something, it's like, okay, you see, I like that. So that's why I know Cranium, and then there's gonna be more things, and you never know what
Yeah.
in the future we might have our own like Rolling Loud want to come do a show in
Yeah.
Ottawa, because Ottawa's starting to
Yeah.
get crazy,
Yeah,
right?
for
That's
sure.
true.
So you gotta do things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that must have been a fucking like a good feeling too, though, because I know that it's usually like the city's biggest artists on that shit. You know what I mean? So like that's kind of a like prestigious, or like it's kind of like a fucking badge you can wear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really appreciate
that's
them
probably-
like hitting me up for that. It was a good experience, and shout out their whole team. Like amazing work.
Yeah, they're doing
you
their
know?
thing for sure. They had the awards this year too.
Yeah.
Cranium.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I forget what they're called.
Recognize- the Recognize Awards, yeah.
I think they just
Okay.
did their thing on Saturday.
Yeah, it was.
The
Recently anyway.
Ceremony, yeah,
Yeah.
crazy, man. What's your 5-year projection, man? Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And where do you want to see yourself in 5 years?
I definitely want to do like a huge show. Those ones where like the fans know the lyrics.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Not just a festival, like a huge solo show. Like I know the crazy I'm doing a show tomorrow
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
recording of today's one. Doing a show tomorrow. It's like I can see like the future. Nice huge crowd. Obviously you want to have your Billboard songs, right?
Yeah.
And I want to have like a really nice album out there, right? That really like means like a lot to me, you know, in the future. And yeah, that's just some things I know, like the basic goals, but like we're just like focused so much on like the building and keep building and to get there eventually, you know.
Yeah.
And also I'm not looking for like to get signed, you know what I mean. I'm more like trying to come up as independent and stay independent. That's currently
it's
what
tough
I want
too, man, but it's
it's tough, but like in the long term,
it's a better look.
it's a better look, yeah, exactly. And it's worth it, right? You don't have to
More
worry
rewarded.
about no masters.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about you're not dropping this song. You basically have your full control, right? So that's
like and the thing is usually what happens with deals is people get caught in a situation where like, I don't really have the money to do anything, but like people are looking at me, so then it's like, well, okay, yeah, you're gonna give me the money to do all the shit, and it's like, no, but that's like the sign of 360, like fucking you barely like you would get money out of it, but you barely get anything, you know what I mean? Like you're just fucking paying them back and like whatever, but so you could see how people would get into that, right?
Yeah, well,
like, it's easy, like fucking, because then they do the marketing and they take all the other shit. But
yeah, you see all that big. I feel like it's like, let's say you're coming up, like, and you don't have a lot of money. You're just like hustling, trying to make it. You have this one hit song, the label hits you up, and then you just see like this amount of money you never seen before. I can see myself in that eyes too, like seeing like, dang, that is a lot of money, and you can see why it'd be so tempting. But then they don't know, okay, well, I have to pay all this money back. It's not mine. It's basically like a loan. Right? So you got to pay all this back, and I think pretty much more. And and then if you're not doing the thing, they basically shelve you, and that's probably like one of the worst feelings as an artist, not being able to like release. So that's you see so many like stories about it. It's like at this point, like you get like a seriously good lawyer to make sure you're getting an actual good deal in your hands, or like don't even aim for it to begin with, you know. Build up.
True.
In a way where they come to you, when they come to you, like whatever you already built, like you can say no because you already built something.
You already built your own strong fan base at that point.
Because they're coming to you for a product or like for you or whatever, right? And it's like, well, that almost, now that you say that too, it almost shows when you get these people asking you to sign a deal or whatever, it's almost more like, should give you more of a like, you know what? People are asking for me, you know, like I have something. Like, exactly.
Like when all the labels are calling, like that's like, you know, like a crazy, you gotta be even better, like, you know, because you already have your foundation of fans. So like label or not, you're still gonna be dropping hits. And they don't chart each time because you have crazy fans.
Man.
I just actually got word that the show sold out.
Oh, no way. Sold out.
Way.
Show, what the fuck? Congratulations, man. That's sick.
That's huge.
That's amazing, man. Fucking right. That's sick.
Congrats.
First headlining show sold out. Were you getting nervous, man?
No, I'm not getting nervous.
It's like this is like we're seeing you.
It's a moment.
It's like
you
worked so hard for so long to
man, and that's the shit, man. That pays off, man. Our shows, you know, it pays off. That's man. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Crazy. I'm actually, that's sick.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
it happened right here
Yeah,
on 4G Audio
another
Podcast.
4G.
That's sick, man. Shit, man. Shit, and we're live too. Check it out. But
would you look at that?
Another thing I was gonna say, just on you were talking about masters and shit too. Paul McCartney from the Beatles said to Michael Jackson, "You want to own your masters," and he's like, you know, like basically explained like the record labels are fucking you and shit, right?
Yep.
So he's like, you want to own all your masters. When Michael Jackson died, he owned all of his own music, but he also owned like half of the Beatles catalog.
Wow.
Yeah. So he like took it another step and was like, you know what? Fucking, I'm gonna own everybody's shit.
My
Like,
junk, I'm gonna own theirs. So that's
the
crazy.
next best.
So it's like even like like not only am I like fucking like, you know, I independently own all my shit, but like I also own somebody else's shit too, and like a big band like the Beatles.
Yeah,
and shit.
That's
Like,
pretty crazy.
it's crazy,
The
man.
next best, you know. Like,
what's that?
That's why Sony was going after him. So
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
true. Yeah.
Oh, he was going through it.
What a
for
legend.
sure.
And apparently too, I don't know if this is
Legend.
true, but apparently Michael Jackson owned the rights to Happy Birthday.
I've never heard of that.
Imagine owning the birthday song.
What's
oh
that?
yeah.
Elvis Presley, thank you.
Oh,
Wow.
really? Elvis Presley music?
Yeah.
Own himself too.
Holy
That's
shit.
wild,
Imagine
man.
owning the birthday song. Like that's
Yeah,
that's
right.
crazy. What a
Well,
legend.
right?
So like I've heard multiple people say that Michael Jackson owned the rights to the birthday song, but I heard somebody else, and this might just be like a fucking like story or a theory,
Mhm.
but like, you ever notice like a lot of fucking restaurants don't actually really sing the real happy birthday song? They sing like other songs, and so someone pointed that out, and I was like, oh, you know what, that kind of makes sense, but there's really no like proof backing any of it. It's all just people saying stuff, as far as I know. But
What does Google say?
I don't know.
So I'm just looking it up actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently
Yeah,
it's
okay,
not true.
what's
The,
it
No,
the song
okay,
"Happy
okay.
Birthday to You." No, Michael Jackson nor Paul McCartney ever owned it, despite what the gospel of Facebook has told you.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
okay,
hilarious.
so it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Facebook
Yeah.
myth.
Crazy, no, yeah. But it, like even too, I remember being like, man, how can you own like a song like that? It's like, well, you're gonna come to my fucking birthday party?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
right.
saying. I'm like, imagine owning that. That would be
Yeah.
insane. Like,
Just
you
$1
see
every
someone singing it across the street. Like, hey, you owe me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pay up,
yeah.
pay up.
Yeah.
Now that would, oh
Yeah,
God.
someone's were you humming "Happy Birthday"? Like,
Yeah.
shit, sounded like it, man. But also too. So I mean, your father is Jay Creole, sitting here off camera.
Yes, yes.
And big shout out to Jay Creole, by the way, everybody.
Yeah, big shout out
Big
for
shout
sure.
out.
But did you maybe have like some doors that open for you because of that?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I said,
I'm not. When I say this too, I'm not saying like, oh man, was it easy for you? Because it's never easy.
Yeah.
But did you have some opportunities that way? Like,
Yeah, like he was selling like out shows for himself. You know,
Yeah.
like he had his thing going for him, right? And so he already had some knowledge in it. So to start with that, it's like it's already, you know. But what I will say is the difference between when he was doing it versus now is nowadays it's more on in the internet come up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, you'd agree, like, yeah, it's way more of like an internet come up now. So, which is like, it's like good in a sense. He's like a hustler. So when
Yeah.
he was out giving CDs, you know, putting flyers on every single car, all on
True.
downtown. Like he was doing things, selling out shows that way. Cause like coming up an artist was very like physical work back in
Yeah.
the day, you know? So
Oh, that's true too.
I
That's-
find sorry to cut
No,
you
no,
off, but
no,
yeah,
I
I
was
find
thinking.
when you have that behind you, because obviously like he's helping me, which is another plus.
yeah.
He's helping me come up, right? Super blessed for that. But having that, since he's like used to that hustle, and I'm used to that online grind, right? It's like a perfect team, right? Because like
Absolutely.
since it's quote unquote easier to come up versus what it was back in the day,
Yeah.
you have someone who was used to that back in the day hustle, they're gonna go 10 times harder than the regular, you know, like
This is like
tweeting out their song type thing.
this is like the same thing you said about coming up at Ottawa. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Not only do you get a respect, like, oh, you came up at Ottawa, but it's like you had to work extra hard. So when you come out, you're already used to working that fucking
Yeah,
hard. So
Yep.
like same thing. It's like he grew up in that era where you fucking had to go out and do that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you have to
So-
go there and work.
So it's like almost like a little bit of like, shit, man, like I just got to do this shit on the computer. Oh
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you're like, yeah, it's a light work for you, you know. You're like big strong man just lifting little shit. But that's cool because yeah, whenever you said that, I'm like, man, it's all that same analogy that you used with the Ottawa thing. Like, yeah, man, fuck, it's crazy, man.
And you guys have a new song out, right?
Yeah, that life that
Life,
just
yeah.
dropped with
Yeah.
like me and him. Like it's actually from 2019. Would you believe that?
Oh shit.
Yeah, we recorded it and filmed a video around the same time I filmed First Toast.
Oh
That's
yeah,
another song of mine. That one's at 1 million views.
yeah.
So like around the same time we filmed that video as well. And we just like circumstances, different things happened. We ended up dropping a different thing, and then we were postponing it,
Yeah.
and then that went to 2022. So we're like, okay, yo, we gotta drop this. You know, we can't, you know, keep holding it. And yeah, and I knew, and he told me as well that like there was people waiting for that song. I didn't even know people were waiting for that song because we dropped a preview on it, and I think I don't know if it's still on my Instagram. It might be just a preview of us recording it, and like, and I look back, I'm like, okay, that posted really well, and then I realized, yeah, there actually is a good amount of people that were waiting for this song. So it's nice that we finally gave them that song, you know,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
life.
So,
I'm not in the music anymore. I'm bound to sing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
right.
not, and he's not in the music right
How
now.
long had
so
it been since you put out a song?
technically, you were on the hook for low key.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like he's like,
I'm on
He's-
songs that was done before.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, and then come out, and then I'll be like,
he's like an Easter egg. You know what I mean? You have to
Yeah,
like,
no doubt.
you like, you know, have to find like where he might be in this one thing here, there,
Yeah.
right? You know, he's
that's
not.
awesome.
He's more focused on like the exec producing things like that, right? And promoting all these things. So when he drops the verses, it's definitely something special, you know.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure,
It
no
looks something to
doubt.
look forward to as
Yeah,
well, you know.
Exactly.
Do you usually like you're saying, like the song that just came out was from 2019 and shit?
Yeah.
Do you usually like hang on to shit like that? Like, do you have like a vault that just kind of like you pick and choose when you want to put these and
Yeah,
those
I
out?
got a song vault. I think it has like over 100 songs.
Oh,
like,
yeah?
but that's from like since 2017. There's just songs that I do and then I don't want to release them anymore. Like, you know, so. But this upcoming like year 2023, it's gonna be a lot of consistent drop. I'm recording a lot of like new music, and there's still some ones that from before that are gonna like drop as well. So yeah, I have a huge song vault, but some of them might not see the light of day. Actually, there's one thing I was thinking, like in the future, I might like, you know, just for like the fans, drop like a little mixtape type
Old
thing of
school
like,
mixtape.
yeah, exactly, on like just, or maybe on like SoundCloud or something, like songs
Yeah.
I never released, it just for like the fans who like really want, you know, new music. I'm gonna leave my Spotify and all that main artist pages, like, you know, only like the official releases, but you know, it's a couple side releases, because I know like most artists who have a big vault, it ends up just getting like a lot of times, like even if you work hard to keep it like kept in, like it be leaking,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
So it's like, okay, well then I'll quote unquote leak the songs myself, right?
Yeah.
They're not official drops. If they want to listen to, they want to listen to. If they don't, they don't. It's just, you know, at least, and then it will show at least like, you know, come up from like before, like what I was making, and I feel like in the future that might even make me more in tune with like my future supporters, right?
Absolutely.
It'd
be
It's
like,
an
oh, wow.
appreciation thing,
Exactly, you
giving
know?
back.
You
Yeah.
were saying that maybe there's songs that you don't want to put out anymore and stuff like that. What's something that would stop you from wanting to put out a song?
Okay, let's see.
Like, is it quality or is it like not like relevant?
Yeah, sometimes it like, okay, since like we like promote our music a lot, right? So we always have like promotion budgets, things like that.
True.
We have like, and we invest a lot of money in our stuff. So sometimes like when we have like our release schedule, and then okay, release schedule is done. Now, okay, we have these songs from before while the release schedule was happening, and then you have these new songs that are recorded that I much rather put out.
Yeah.
And then that's where I feel like some of the older songs get pushed back. But then there's the ones that, then there's the old songs, but there's like gems in there that like I really like, that I still bring to like the future.
Fuck, you got a whole
You know?
like mathematical system for this thing.
Yeah, you know, because like we really like want things to be organized. You
Yeah.
know, we have, okay, so this is releasing this, like we plan our releases. We don't just throw it on the platforms and just let it do whatever. We want to actually like plan our releases, because that's what we have to do. And like, if I'm giving any advice to someone who's coming up right now, don't just put your song out there. There's like minimal people who have the luck of just it blowing up just like that. You gotta really like plan your releases, right? And if it's about to be your first single you're about to release, right? Take the time, right? You think, okay, just post a song and blow up. Like a lot of people think that, but then they don't know, oh, actually I have to invest in promotion and things like that. They think, okay, oh yeah, I have to invest. Okay, what I have to invest in? Studio time, music videos, and that's it. But promoting is like one of the biggest aspects of it, just as much as you paying for your studio time
Yeah, definitely.
and video. So yeah, it's, if you're coming up, do your research. Like YouTube is there, you know, there's like plenty of like what do you call it, independent artists who are trying to come up just like you, and then they're actually nice enough to share the information. So find that, you know, there's no like plan, like friggin', you know, like script on how to
Yeah, yeah.
actually do it.
Yeah,
You kind
yeah.
of just gotta go and it's really a figure out as you go. But like I'm saying, if you're about to do your first one, maybe see a couple things, you know, and give it a try so like you can come out with like a bang, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, that's what
I feel you.
I'd say.
So just another thing real quick though, what was it like doing a song for 3M French?
It was
That's pretty
it was
sick.
nice. It was nice.
Yeah?
That was like my first like bigger feature, I think. I'm pretty sure. Like he came and performed in Ottawa, and then right after the performance the next day he came to my
Yeah,
studio.
I was gonna ask you guys sat down in the studio
Yeah,
together.
and he
Nice.
came down in the studio, and then that's when we worked. I already had like the track Young Rondo,
Yeah.
like it was like a hook, and then I think like part of like
Dope
a
song,
verse,
too.
and then we showed him a couple songs, and then like there was the one he's like Young Rondo, he's like that one is it. Hopped in, he did the verse mad quick. You know, I feel like when you do a verse really quickly, like and it was a good verse, like you all heard
Yeah.
this is good. I feel like when you're able to like when the lyrics are just flowing to you quick, I feel like that's when you know like okay, this is gonna be a good thing. And that's actually like the same with That Life.
Yeah.
When I first wrote That Life, the lyrics came to me like quick. I wrote the verse super quick and then recorded it, so it was good. But yeah, back to French. He recorded that, and then we recorded the video in Toronto. It was nice. He's actually a very nice guy. Like,
Yeah.
he's a very, very cool guy, and definitely would work with him again. And oh yeah, shout out him. Like when he came to Ottawa again in, I forget the day. Was it May? May? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
in May.
Oh, I remember that.
June before Canada. Okay, yeah. So yeah, when he brought me out on stage, he didn't have to do that, but like it's nice to see like he got like, you know, that
Yeah, shout out the guy,
that
man.
respect for
That's
me,
big
you know,
time.
coming up, working and stuff. So, and it was lit. Like I put a little video.
Yeah, where was that?
Where was it? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
what venue was that?
I don't remember, to be
Okay, yeah.
completely honest with you. Preston Center.
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
Yeah.
because I was like, yo, I've never seen that place before.
Yeah, and it was a lit show. It was nice lights, and like people were going crazy. They knew the lyrics, right? It was a nice like because actually before that I haven't like I didn't perform for like a very, very long time,
Okay.
Yeah.
right? So it was nice seeing that, because like from going to not performing for at least over a year to people like singing the lyrics, it's like
Yeah.
oh wow, like, you know what I mean? You don't really know like any influence or how great you're doing until you see it in front of your own eyes. So that was it was a super great experience. Shout out French, and he shut down that show too. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's sick.
That's awesome.
So usually we ask our guests if they want to spit some bars. Do you freestyle at all?
Oh yeah. Let me see. I haven't freestyled in a while. I used to practice like every single day
Yeah.
on freestyling.
Vontae
But,
Palm says that too, man. He says he creates little things for himself to do.
Yeah.
So every day he'll do like these different exercises for rapping. So it'll be like, might be like using like certain words,
Mhm.
like or like multis or like whatever. But he'll think of different ways to like freestyle like that, like
Mhm.
keep himself fucking like sharp, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that was something I did back in the day. I know, but like,
Yeah, if
Well,
you
let
want,
me
man, we got a
give it a
couple
shot.
beats. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
fucking cycle through the beats too if you need.
all right, cool.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
man.
bunch. Say next, you know.
All right, cool.
Sick.
Let's get it. Rap segment.
Oh, I just gotta say real quick, that video though, Young Rondo was sick as fuck.
I appreciate that.
They're all fucking sick. I can do the volume.
Okay. Test. We got some boom bap in there.
You can switch it up. If you don't like it.
Let me sing. Let me think. I'll get into the vibe of it and I'll see. All right, let's switch. Let's switch.
We about beats.
All right. Now I'm up in the vexing. Some homies popping hella prickly cause it's stressing. Since a young kid, they knew I was a blessing. The next one, they was me on the vessel. I'm a young boy, never want to be broke again to the end. I knew you waited for my descent to the pen of the train, cause it didn't come my sense, just a mess. I know the flex, I don't gotta. Now I'm up in the vexing. Some homies popping hella prickly cause they stressing. Since a little kid pops knew it was a blessing. The next one, they was me on the vessel. I'm a young boy, never want to be broke again to the end. I didn't even wait for my descent to the pen of the train, cause it didn't come my sense, just a mess. I know the flex, I don't gotta. Yeah, hey, hold up, fuck, damn, I lost my shit. I had it going.
Came in hot.
Hold up. Give me another beat.
I don't know what style any of these are. 'Cause it's just a bunch of like names of songs.
Yeah.
Like, smoke, perk, scratch. More than sound.
Man.
Are you like on
Be about
YouTube?
being
Came in hot.
No, it's just like a file on my computer that I have with just a ton of Like, if you don't say something right away, like, that's the one I'm just gonna keep
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. No, I'm not feeling this one. Sorry. I did a drop kind of threw me off. I'll try it. You know what? This one's weird, but you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna try to be versatile on this. Hey, I just been stacking the racks in the bank and I'm trying to make moves in the cities. Taking a flight on my rack, on my life in my hands, and I got my team with me. Even though it might be risky, future looking so crispy. Trying to make it out of DP, and they still trying to stop me. Shit. Damn, what do you mean? Trying to stop me on all this shit? What do you mean? Yeah, I just been stacking the racks in the bank and I'm trying to make moves in the cities. Yeah, and I got my team with me. I'm counting on hundreds and fifties. Trying to go to the bank. Damn. This beat kinda stank, but it is okay. I'ma try my best, cause that is all that I can do. I'm with my crew. You know how we do. We coming up fast, we coming up blast. We shooting the rocket, you know we gon' blast. I'm going in the sky. I'm just trying to fly. Flying to city to city to city to city. These niggas they talking, but they ain't gon' get nothing with me. If they trying to beef, they can go get some Wendy's. You feel me?
Never frozen.
Do you have any more of like a trappy kind of style?
I can again. I have no idea what.
Yeah, they're all like, there's no like genre. It's just like
Yeah, just
Well, like,
a
isn't there,
random
like,
list, you know.
artist names.
No, it just
Type
says
beat?
about beats,
Okay,
and then it
okay.
has like the title name, and it doesn't have. It just says no tags. Like there's no like
Oh yeah.
you know what genre, like
Specific,
whatever it
yeah.
is. So I have no idea.
Yo, that was hot though. Shit.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
tried
sick.
that.
No, it's sick,
It was an
man.
interesting little beat, but I'm like, you know what? Let me see if I can do something on that, you know?
A little slow. Man, you don't gotta spit anymore if you don't want to, man.
Maybe like, yo,
Yeah.
how long? How many questions you got left?
we
We got a
usually-
lightning round.
Do a lightning round and then we wrap it up after.
Okay,
this,
okay.
You know?
I might have to like try to redeem myself one more time.
Okay, yeah,
At the
man.
end
Oh
of
yeah,
it,
yeah.
you
No,
know?
we're not rushing you
'Cause-
either. I was just
okay.
saying that don't feel pressured to like do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got, you know. But yeah, there's yeah, we do a lightning round after the freestyle segment.
Mhm,
So it's
mhm.
just a bunch of quick questions.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
You know, like pizza or tacos.
Pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Gin or vodka. Well, you said
I
you
don't drink, sorry.
Yeah.
Powerade or Gatorade.
Prime hydration.
Yeah, no good. Would you rather take a plane or take a train?
Plane for sure.
Would you rather be stuck deep sea or outer space?
At least outer space would look cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Tattoos or piercings?
Tattoos.
Tattoos. Boobs or booty?
Booty.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know the answer to that one. I heard that on.
Oh, yeah.
on the TV before. Yeah, yeah.
Would you rather lose your phone or your wallet?
I don't carry much in my wallet. I carry because wallets can be lost easily. So actually, no. Actually, just find my iPhone. No, I'm gonna lose my phone for sure. Yeah, we got find my iPhone. That's easy.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what I was thinking of the first one.
Facts.
True that. You don't have find your wallet.
There's no find my wallet unless you have. What do they have? You want to buy our other product, AirTags? Is that what
Yeah,
it is,
that's right. Yeah,
Unless
then
you
gotta
want to
get a
buy
whole new
those.
thing. Yeah. No, it's true.
If you were able to pick any restaurant to eat free from for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Probably a Haitian restaurant. We got Margot's here. I'm probably pick Margot's.
Margot's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Margot's.
Because I'm half Haitian,
Yeah.
half Haitian, half Lebanese. So I love my Haitian food,
Okay,
Yeah.
wait 1 sec, man. Let me think here. Margot's. Did you do an interview in Margot's? Did somebody do an interview in Margot's?
Not sure.
I don't know their restaurant. I don't know if
What
they
do we have on
they
last
do
weekend?
interviews.
We had on
Oh, yo, it was
Mac Musa.
I don't know if it was the same restaurant, but no, sorry, you just fucking gave me this flash. It was definitely, I swear it was Margot's, man. But they did an interview in it or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I'll look it up.
Would you rather forget who you are or forget who everybody else is?
Damn. When it comes to forgetting who I am, do I forget all music, all that kind of stuff?
I would assume, yeah. You wouldn't know that was an interest of yours.
Yeah,
I would assume.
I'm
right?
sorry, but I'd forget everybody else. They can
Yeah.
I can make these relationships again,
Yeah.
But I've spent a long time developing myself as an artist.
That's
I
it.
don't
If
think
you
I
know
would
Oh,
lose
that's
yourself,
true,
you would
See,
know.
I was gonna say excuse me. Some people say I'd forget who I am because I already learned who I am, so I could do it again. You fucking maybe even learn who you are from the people around you because you know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I was gonna interject and say that, but then you said I've spent this time building this and getting to know myself or whatever, right? So it's true. It's man, it's a big investment that I've already made,
Yeah.
So man, we can get to know each other. I might not remember the time that we did the thing, but
Yeah.
I know who you are now.
Yeah. When it comes to me,
so
let's say my father,
that's
right?
true.
There's how many countless videos of us doing things together.
Yeah,
That would be easy. And then my circle's pretty small anyway, so
Yeah.
I'll get to know
That's
them
true,
again.
though. You made
Yeah.
me think about it because I was you can just relearn yourself real easy, But it's man, that would take so much. It's a whole another fucking 22-year investment.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For real,
Yeah.
man, yeah. Would you rather be born with an elephant trunk or a giraffe neck?
Get the giraffe neck.
Giraffe
Yeah,
neck?
I'll get the giraffe neck.
Yeah.
For sure.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Let's see. The duck, no, because ducks be kind of crazy. If you look at some duck facts, I know I'm a weirdo for knowing that, but there's some crazy duck facts out
Yeah.
there. So I don't know, that big duck might be kind of crazy, but the 100,
Horses.
100 duck-sized horses, yeah.
you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna take I'm gonna fight that big duck.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn right. Would you rather go about your day naked or fall asleep for a whole year?
Damn. So just one day?
One day naked.
Oh, I mean, just stay home.
Yeah.
I'll do the day naked.
Yeah. Would you rather live one life that lasts 1,000 years or 10 different lives that last 100 years each?
This is good.
I'll do the one life that lasts 1,000
Yeah.
years because I really want to see the way technology evolves.
Yeah.
So that that's why.
That's a cool answer. Would you rather have 2 million followers or $2 million?
Oh, give me the money right away.
Money.
Give me you know what I mean? I'll with that money, invest in myself, I'm gonna get those 2 million followers eventually.
Anyways,
Anyway,
yeah,
right?
For sure. Would you rather, or if you could obtain one skill instantly, what would it be?
Probably languages,
Speak,
learn a random another language.
Yeah, bilingual.
That would be pretty cool,
Yeah.
Because unless it was
It's a good one, though.
supernatural, if it was supernatural, I'd choose like clones, because I'd be doing like so many different things that if I had a couple clones, just go, do this one for me, go do this, go do this, you know, like that would have been perfect.
I'm taking a nap.
Yeah. That's awesome.
What was the first answer? Oh, the different languages. Do you speak any other languages?
No, that's why. So
Yeah.
if I just
Okay.
I'm like singular lingual, if that's even a word.
Right there with you, bro.
So like
Yeah,
if I
me
could at
too.
least learn my culture's languages, so they
Is
don't be
that-
mad at me every time I go to family reunions and junk.
Creole?
Yeah,
Creole,
Creole
that's what it
and
is.
Arabic. If I just like instantly
Oh,
learn.
yeah, they speak Arabic?
No, I'm Lebanese
Oh,
side.
that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah,
Right.
that's right. Yeah. I was thinking that they speak both in Haiti. I was like, well,
That would be crazy
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
That would be insane if they did. Yeah.
Yeah. Just one sec though.
You just told me there's a lot of Arabs in Haiti.
Oh, there is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just before we continue, Creole is like fairly similar to French, right?
Like
Like there's some.
not really.
No. Okay.
Like,
okay.
but I can't speak too much
I was
on
gonna say
it.
I don't know either of the languages, so I don't know. But I've heard that it's like a derivative.
There's like
of
they
French
share
or
some
something.
words, but like as you know,
Okay,
in English, we share some words with another language too,
True.
Right.
and like Latin. There's
Yeah.
everything is kind of built off each other in a way.
another,
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
can't speak too much on it because I don't speak the language like that. So you know.
Right.
Yeah.
If you speak Creole and somebody speak French, they won't understand them. But if someone speak French and you speak Creole, you don't understand them.
Right. So there's some
Oh,
essence
yeah,
of
okay,
French,
okay.
right, within
Okay.
the
So
language, I guess.
if you speak French, you'll understand.
I understand everything you're saying, but if I speak Creole, you won't understand.
I
Right.
won't understand. So
Might just
yeah.
hear like a vague word or something.
Yeah. Okay. I like you said too. It's like we share fucking words with different shit or with different languages as well. So it's like same thing. Like you said, you would pick up on some of the shit, but like same as like someone talking French in front of me or speaking like a certain language. You know, I might catch the odd word and be like, oh yeah, that's this. Like oh yeah, baguette.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I have those too.
If you were to lose one of your five senses, what would it be?
That's a tough one. It's either gonna be like taste or smell, because those kind of intertwine with each other. So I'd say taste. I guess
Yeah, taste.
Taste.
The food?
Yeah, I know, but like, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. I ain't losing my eyes or
Yeah. right.
ears or willing to speak. Like that would
Yeah.
be crazy. Imagine a
Touch.
musician losing the ability to speak. Touch can be dangerous too, because if your part of your body's hurting like crazy, like that's why pain is there. So like if you need to go to the hospital,
Yeah, true that.
Man, you fucking.
Usually
you
it
said
comes
a lot of
down to
things.
sex on the
You said a lot of
show,
things
man.
this evening that I'm like, yo, this fucking guy's smart, man.
Yeah, no,
Because
that's a very logical
so
way
many,
to look at it.
because actually people will say, oh yeah, touch because then I won't feel pain, and like
Yeah.
like that is a good thing, right? Like oh yeah, I won't feel pain, but at the same time your arm's still fucking broken,
Yeah.
you know, or like you
And you
don't know
don't
that this
know.
thing, like yeah, like even say like something like cancer, like
Exactly.
you know you have a pain or something, right? And like maybe like it's before you get the bump or whatever, right? And you
Mhm.
just feel some pain, right? And then now you figure it out. But if you don't feel anything, you don't get that. But you just think about things differently. I like that. That's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
I mean,
That's
because
crazy.
when you're taking it with pain, you're taking it with all pain. Like
Yeah.
I really analyzed the question.
Well, and
I'm
when
like,
I think
okay,
when I
hold
think of touch, the first thing I think of is sex. I'm like, I'm not fucking sacrificing that shit. You know what I mean? But like I said, so many people are like, oh man, yeah, I don't feel pain, and you're like, oh, like if I don't feel pain, like that's a bad thing, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, holy
For
shit, man!
sure.
Like you go on beyond, you know? I'm just like
Yeah.
sex, man.
Yeah.
it gotta be probably. I think I might have ADHD or something. I
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
thinking things like crazy, like you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. One topic becomes four
Exactly.
fucking things. Yeah.
All right, last
I feel
question.
you.
So you find a book, you start to read it, and the book's about your life up into this point where you found the book. Do you continue to read it, knowing it holds your future, or do you throw it away?
Damn, you
Close
see, now
that
that's
book.
you see the question. Those like knowing your future questions are kind of crazy, right? Because like you read it, but then is it inevitable? Right? Like it's like, okay, am I gonna trip then?
Yeah.
What if if I'm gonna trip in the next second? It's like it's so many things, right? So
Yeah.
it's like it can cause a paradox in the universe. So to save
Holy
everybody
shit.
else or myself from all that, yeah, I'm a nerd, bro. It's to
crazy,
save
though.
myself from
It's
the
true, though.
time paradox that messes everything up. I'm gonna
It's
just
true,
be like,
though,
you know what? I like to see, and then okay, let's say we just make it basic as hell. Okay, I'll just make it basic.
Yeah.
Knowing what's gonna happen and make things boring. It's like, okay, I already know this is gonna happen. I'm not gonna be excited for it. Like, it's
Oh
like,
yeah. It's like going to a job interview and
Exactly.
you're like, oh, I already know I get the
Spoiler
job,
alert.
and then I
Job,
become the
yeah.
fucking boss. Like,
yeah. It's like a spoiler alert. It's like I want to see, like, if I just know, oh yeah, your hard work is just gonna be
Yo.
taken in at this point, and it's like, oh okay, well it'd be cool, but then it'd be like, it would have been nice to just see it just happening and being like, holy shit.
Yeah,
oh,
there's
it's
no
happening.
surprise left in life.
You know,
Well,
so
like,
that's
yeah.
why I say, you know, it can take away things, but it would be cool to read the book up to that point because, you know, nostalgia will go crazy, you know?
Yeah. Shit. Or if you like, I guess like, if you don't read the book, you technically like still control your life. You know what I mean? So even though it's written in the
yeah.
book that you trip at that moment, you fucking decided to go to the other room to get that thing, and that's why you tripped. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Not because you read the thing, because you didn't read the thing, right? So it's like, so even if that happens, you're like, oh, if I read the book, I would have known that would have happened. But you're like, I did it on purpose, or like not even on purpose, but it's like, now I know this lesson or whatever, right? Rather than like, I just know it's gonna happen, or like I
And
might
try
have
to
tried to
avoid
avoid
it.
it, or like
Yeah.
shit,
Or
man.
maybe this is a random thing I
Let's
thought. I
get
told
it.
you my brain be going like crazy. I'm like, what if I like get someone to make photocopies of this book and then I sell it and I market it like, yo, this is exactly what's gonna happen to me in the next years. Like I guarantee you read this, you're gonna see what's gonna happen. And one person buys it and they're like, oh, okay, whatever. And then they see, oh God, that did happen. And then they see, okay, it's happening. Then they go say like, yo, like this book is saying this guy's future. And
I'm
I'll be
gonna
like,
go
yo, you
bet
guys
on
can't,
it.
don't tell me the book. Don't tell me the
Don't
book.
tell me that.
And I just
Yeah.
start selling it and it goes crazy. Imagine that.
All of a sudden, there's like a camera crew and shit following you around.
Yeah.
Fuck, there's like commentators. Like, this is the part where he gets on the bus.
Narration.
Pretty sure he gets on the wrong bus here.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Ah,
Dang, but then
shit.
no, people know where I'm doing. And
Yeah,
never mind.
true.
Never mind. No, I'm
I mean,
taking the books off
like the
shelves.
truth.
Yeah,
Show.
people, you'd be like, yeah, I'm going to Walmart today. And then, like, you get there and everyone's there. You're like,
Yeah,
what the fuck are you guys
that would
doing
be
here?
tough.
Like,
Yeah.
they know I was coming here. They're, like,
Can I have
waiting
your
at, like, a certain
autograph?
area.
Damn.
Yeah. Shit, man.
Okay,
But,
then I'll tell him to sell the book after I'm not like here no more. Then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they're gonna know like when you're gonna blow up or when you're doing a show?
Oh, yeah. True.
That's
What if-
cool, but like if they know my every precise location, that's kind of crazy.
What if exactly. You know, like especially an artist that been getting robbed lately.
Yeah, that would
Oh,
suck. So I tell
true.
them like, yo,
True that.
sell this. Be like, yo, I found this random book and it pinpoints every part of my life after I'm gone, and then you can give that money. Hopefully, I'll be really huge by then. Give all
Or-
that money to my children, wherever, like
Yeah,
family, all that.
cut it up into smaller books. One book is like, 5 years or something, say.
Uh-huh.
Then you sell that, but don't sell it until 10 years later. So the 5 years they're reading is already 5 years old.
Yeah.
And then now you have another 5 years and release that after
Yeah,
15
you're
years.
ahead.
You know
Took
what I
this
mean?
question to
Yeah,
like
yeah,
right to the max, man.
Shit,
It's
but
perfect.
I like how you think about things, man.
Yeah.
You definitely have a fucking a very positive outlook on
Thank you.
things,
Thank
man.
you.
And
Yeah.
you also are just your like you look outside of the shit, you know what I mean? Like you don't just look at the one or two or the black or white. You're like oh, there's the other things, like I like that. But man, we appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, man. Thanks for taking the time.
And yeah, thanks for humoring us and answering our silly questions.
Appreciate
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out
it's
to
been a
Jay
time.
Creole though.
Yeah, man.
Thanks
for
for coming through and arranging all this. And yeah, man, good luck tomorrow. Sold out show, man. It's crazy.
Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
kill
Appreciate
that.
that.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Any motherfucking way. You can catch him KGJ on Instagram, on YouTube, J Creole Music on Instagram, and
What's
that's it.
what's the
What's
address
the-
tomorrow? Oh, you
Three-
said it's sold out anyway. So if you don't have your tickets, sucks to
349
be you.
Dalhousie. Yeah. And what's the new song?
That life.
That Life. That's it. Yeah, That Life. Go check it out. We out here, baby. Gang. I'm Styles the Prophet.
I'm B Show.
And I'm Jonesy.
Together, you know who we are, and this is the 4G Audio Podcast, episode 207. It's a gang thing.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Catch y'all in the next
It's
one.
over.